That's it, Jacob.
That sounds like freedom up on that hill.
That's freedom, that's right, let it rain.
Woo! Hell yeah, brother!
I love my neighborhood.
It's good.
It's the best. What's up, guys? This is Jake from TN Tactical coming at you with another video, and today I've got a special treat for you. Today we're going to be looking at the Smith and Wesson 99OL, or is it the Walther? Smith and Wesson Walther? Smith and Walther. We'll talk about that. So this is actually a 40 caliber subcompact, mainly used for concealed carry. And it's actually got a little bit of interesting history to it. I mean, this is your personal baby, right?
This is the first firearm I ever purchased, actually. It was a weirdo. You know, you might note, if you take a close look before we lose the light here, of course the model number is Smith and Wesson 99OL. You'll note that the slide is stamped Smith and Wesson. However, check this out, guys. So I'm not sure at this moment what the current state of affairs is. However, at this time, about a decade ago, Smith and Wesson held the distribution rights for North America for Walther. And having been a James Bond fan since I was a child, I was like, oh, I need a Walther, it's going to be really cool. But I'll be honest, I went to the store, you know, sort of without any bias, and checked out a bunch of different things to carry at that time. This guy right here, I have large, take a look at my hand. I have creepy little sausage fingers with a massive palm, and this particular back fits beautifully, and I mean, it's almost as if this pistol was made for my hand.
And they also feature a proprietary trigger system called Quick Action, and it's supposed to actually help release a lot of that 9-pound pressure pull that you normally have to use to make the trigger function.
I like it. This thing, you know, the grip, naturally, the polymer is sort of tacky, and you can see the shine on it. It wasn't always so. I've put thousands upon thousands of rounds through this guy, and it's performed admirably. As a carry weapon, you know, I can't complain.
Let's talk about reliability. I mean,
well,
has that ever been a problem for you?
Never. The only time it's failed to fire is with crap reloads or really, really cheap Russian ammunition. And as far as carrying goes, you know, at least in the state in which we live, you would find it difficult to legally defend yourself if you were to get into some sort of altercation from really any further away than about right here. So as far as accuracy goes, I'm not terribly worried at this point. Like I said, I probably should take it to a gunsmith and have him clean some things up. You see clear. You see a red indicator here. There's nothing inside. Dry fire, empty. You'll note a full trigger pull is actually quite lengthy, and it's a little spongy. It fits me perfectly. I can't promise it'll fit you in the same way, but boy howdy, it feels great. One thing that I will mention, you'll see this back piece here is removable. It came with several options of varying sizes to help it be more ergonomic. The thing to mention here is the ambidextrous magazine release. It is a beautiful thing, but it takes some getting used to. I personally, as it's subcompact, like to use my middle finger for this task, and it's a simple press down. Now guys, I've carried this a lot, and in close-up shots, no doubt, you're gonna notice it's very worn, it's very dirty. I'm a worn and dirty boy, what can I say? But magazines are a bear to come by. They hold 8 rounds, although you can get extended magazines and magazines with grip extenders, etc. In fact, the other magazine that came with the firearm included a grip extender. You see there, it's a flatty. Much easier for carry, but, you know, if you miss having the pinky, I personally like to just tuck the pinky there, and it provides a nice stable platform. It's not going to go off, you know, anywhere. Anyhow. So you'll note I use my middle finger once again to hit that ambidextrous slide, and you see both sides coming down. Again, pardon the nastiness on the firearm. It's been a moment since I've cleaned it, and I've been carrying it lately. So I have actually shot it a few times as well. We are using a copper jacketed 40 caliber Winchester target round. And like most magazines from its time, a little press in and a little tuck. You just got to put it to bed right there. Single stack. This was when, as far as I recall, double stack magazines started to become popular. You'll note you see a little, well, I guess you could say red indicator. That's the plastic. That tells you got just a little bit more to go here. And that's the last one it's going to hold. You'll note that I can't, in fact, get one in there. However, this particular firearm has some odd quirks. The first thing you'll notice is that it can actually hold one in the chamber, of course, as well as 8 in the magazine. The only safety on this, guys, is you. And a little indicator that pops up in the back, which we will take a closer look at. I said it was red. It was. Like I said, I've had this for a while. It's been in my pocket or some sort of holster quite a bit. You might have seen the paddle holster in the intro. And also, this is actually my poncho. Thank you. It's just that dead sexy. Take a look here. This is the only thing between you and death. Is this little what used to be red indicator you see right here popped up. I put thousands of rounds through this, guys. Thousands upon thousands of rounds. She's worn out, she's used, she's been beat up. I think the phrase is ridden hard, put up wet. You can even see a little bit of bluing on the barrel here, where it's gotten hot at one point or other. You can see the rounding on the sides. It did not come this way from the factory. They may be a little off to the side. There are several problems at this point. She could use a trip to the gunsmith, but you know what? I love her dearly as my own child.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry, I forgot.
You can pick either side.
I don't like that. Okay.
You will.
Ugh.
Oh, it's delicious. Come on now.
I'm kind of excited to shoot this. I'm going to take it back here and see how we go. All right. Let's get a good feel for it here. All right.
That was big steel.
Yeah.
Steel for her.
Yeah. Ugh. Man. I see it now.
You got it? Oh!
I did get it.
Guys, do you like her? Talk about your new setup here.
So I put this together from the finest wood I could find during this shortage of wood. I think this was part of a door frame. Half of it's rotted. It'll be all right. For this last mag real quick, we're going to do sort of like a self-defense scenario, okay? So we're going to kind of just draw from here and just try to see how quickly we can get shots on target.
All right.
So about here to there, that's about safe distance for steel. All right. That's it. It's good for self-defense. Well, as far as reliability goes, I think it's probably a very reliable pistol. Obviously, it's been broken in for years of use from Brent, so I think I would feel personally really comfortable with carrying this as a self-defense weapon. Let's talk about stats real quick. So your trigger pull is roughly about 9 to 9.5 pounds. So if you come in and look closely here, it starts here kind of spongy. You bring it in. Right here, you feel a wall immediately. And you keep going through that thick wall. It gets a little bit harder right here. There, it finally breaks. So it's almost like a second wall. So you come all the way out here. Finally, it resets. So law of pull, one more. So it's not broken yet. Right there. Reset. and then finally it resets. Really, it's going to be made for a self-defense scenario. I think they probably designed that trigger like that so you wouldn't accidentally discharge it unnecessarily. So the actual overall length of the firearm itself is about 7 inches. Barrel length is just over 4 inches. As far as how I feel for it, I do wish it did have a little bit of an extended mag here. Like Brent pointed out, his does not. I do kind of like having that grip there for my pinky. I wouldn't say I necessarily have big hands, but I mean, I would like to have that little bit extra real estate right there.
The other mag that came in the box from the factory did in fact have a pinky extender. I just couldn't find it, sorry guys.
Now the only thing that's kind of got me stuck about this pistol is that the price comes in MSRP of just under $700.
Side note, I only paid about $450 at the time. Again, this was over a decade ago.
So with $700 in your pocket, I would say you're probably better off getting like a Glock. If you want something like this, you get like a Glock 26 or a Glock 27, which of course has a lot of aftermarket parts that you can add in different accessories you can get for it. So unfortunately, there's not as big of a market of aftermarket customization, but you know, if you had nothing else, I'd say go for it. But if you have the money and you're looking to get a concealed carry, I'll definitely go and consider getting something like a Glock, or if you have a little bit more money, then maybe something like even like a SIG. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video today. If you enjoyed this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. We also have a Patreon that we just started, so if you really want to support the channel, it would really go a long way for us to do more videos like this. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. This is Jake from TN Tactical coming at you from a... God damn it. Okay. Hang on. Too much.
Wait.
Is it being bad?